Hey kids from Black Walnut One. Hey kids from Black Walnut Public School. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm pretty sure you guys are super excited for your summer, right? It's almost end of your school term for this year, so pretty sure you guys are excited. I am actually really excited to see all these questions that you have sent out to me, courtesy of your teacher, Michael Soman. So big shout out to Michael for doing this. So I'm gonna try to answer as many questions as I can. I see some of you were shy, so you weren't able to send me audios, but you guys asked me some questions, so I will try to answer as many as I can. So let's get started. Let's not waste our time here. So first question was from Mitulen. I hope I pronounced your name right. I know my name sometimes it gets really goofy too. When I try to, some people actually butchers my name too, so it's all good. All right, so first question, let's see.
Do you write songs as a hobby during your free time, or is it your job?
Thank you so much for asking this question, Mithlan. So actually this is my full-time slash side job, I would say. I do have a full-time job here in Toronto. I actually am a supervisor here in Rogers training for other people to become a great customer care agent. And this is my other life, which is basically all my music. Let's answer one more question from Abby. So I'm going to come back to Mithlan again. I know that you have other questions here too. So Abby asked,
what inspired you to write Smoke?
That's a great question, Abby. Okay, so Smoke, actually this is a cool idea that came into play with my mentor slash studio partner, Leon Bollier. For this particular track, we actually wrote this together, and the idea behind this track was to kind of have high energy when you're dancing, and you know, that drop comes in and you want to let yourself go and go crazy. That's what the whole idea was about. And it's really funny, when we actually shot the music video, I got into so much trouble. You can name it. It's beyond imaginable. But that was the whole part of, or the idea behind Smoke, is to be a bit rebel, you know, in your life and just go crazy with that track. So I hope that answers your question. Next question is from Aishwitha. I hope I pronounced your name right. Aishwitha. So your question is, let me see here.
When and why did you start producing music?
That's actually a great question. I started producing music about... that was a quick, cute laugh there too. So I actually started producing music about 5 years ago, just a year after I moved here in Toronto, which was 2011. Now it's 2018. So yeah, about 5 and 6 years ago. And professionally or successfully, I would say since 2014. That's when my first track got signed. So very new when it comes to producing music, but as a DJ, I've been DJing since 2007. So that's almost 11 years. All right. So the next question is from Baldeep. So let's answer your question here.
Do you play any instrument in your music?
Well, when it comes to electronic music, Baldeep, obviously there are instruments involved, but it's more electronic. So the way how it works, every single instrument used to be an actual instrument that has been translated into codes, and now it actually is inside my computer as a software instrument. So it's technically still an instrument. It actually emulates exactly the same kind of sound and feel to it. So technically, I would say yes, I do, in a very natural way. The only thing I've produced with is this keyboard, which is a MIDI keyboard that kind of translates everything into my computer. So if I want to play, say, a cello, like that Shinrinyoku track that you guys loved, or if I want to play, say, a piano, I just use this, and then it translates from there. I just select instrument from the drop-down. All right, so let's look into one question that I actually didn't get an audio from. It's from, actually it's also from Ashwata. So you got, I guess you got a bit shy answering that question. All right, so the question was, how did I write, or what was the story behind The Only One? Okay, so Only One is about, you know, a person that you really love, that only person that you really care about. That's what Only One actually come into play. A lot of my tracks that I produce, it's really about my own life. So the things that happens in my life, I try to portray or tell stories around my music. So Move On, for example, or Ever After, or Daylight, and The Only One. These are all kind of like a journey into my life of different incidents or stories that has unfolded in my life in the last 2-3 years. So The Only One is about a special person that I really care about, and yeah, she's really happy about that track and felt special. That's all it is out there. So I'm really happy you asked me that question. And the last question is from...
Why did you choose electronic music over non-electronic music?
That's so cute, Baldeep. That was from you. And yeah, so the reason behind choosing electronic music or non-electronic music, which is basically actual music, some people say. Well, to be honest with you, I started as a vocalist when I first started to get into music. I used to cover a lot of rock artists back in the days when I was in my high school, being a rebel, and you know, trying to cover Creed, and I even went to like death metal sometimes too, so I used to do like growling and all that kind of stuff. That's why maybe I have like a deeper voice, because I used to practice a lot of growling from Pantera and all those people too. Reason of going into electronic music is because that's where always my heart was, because I kind of grew up listening to a lot of electronic music. The cassette player days, I don't know even if you guys have seen the cassette player. The cassette player days used to be the days when I used to listen to Enigma and, you know, Dr. Alban, all these crazy electronic artists, and I used to wonder how they produce this kind of music. And eventually I got to learn all of this by myself, by the way. Actually self-taught myself with all my musical styles and skills, and thankfully I got to be part of a lot of great artists to collaborate and work with, like Leon Bollier, Elevation, Sunset, and they kind of taught me a lot too. So for that reason, now this is where I'm at. So I really love electronic music. You can actually translate your emotions a lot easier and quicker, I would say, with electronic music versus non-electronic music. But non-electronic music is also great, don't get me wrong. It also has that soul, but I guess their style is different than what I want to kind of get into. So maybe one day, who knows, I might gonna become a vocalist again. It all depends. But that's all it is there, and thank you so much, Michael, for having me, and hope you guys enjoy your summer. Maybe I'm still in touch with Michael. Maybe in the future I'm gonna try to come down to your school and have a chat with you guys. So take care, and I will see you soon. Enjoy my new music too. A lot of them are coming up soon, so I hope you like it.